I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. The Hamites are people that are born of the son of Ham. When God replenished the earth after the Genesis is flood, the flood event, the earth was restocked, replenished by three men. Shem, which is the father of the Jewish people, Shemites. Ham, his second-born son, father of the Hamites that are now coming. And Japheth, father of the Gentile, or the white people, if you will, Caucasians, they're called. But the Hamites have been traditionally less world influential in many ways than the Shemite, Japheth people. Now, let me tell you who Hamites are, and they are coming. And a part of what's happening around the world is that Hamites, and they come from various nations, they're not just African people, and I'm going to give you that breakdown in just a moment. But Hamites are coming from all over the world to the Japheth nations. And why, I guess you could say for economic reasons. But if you'll step back from your television screen and look at what's happening politically with so-called immigrants, migrants, asylum seekers, the border issue in Mexico, what's happening in Europe with Hamites coming from Africa and from around the world into Europe, into Germany, and to France. The Hamites are coming. Now, let me tell you who the Hamites are. Generally, Hamites are people of the African descent that are born, I don't know how many people are in Africa now, 750 million people, which is very small, not even a billion people in Africa. Now, there could be more there now, last time I counted. But generally, you would think black people are black people, but black people are cousins too. They're Hamite cousins to the Indian people in Asia. Over 1 billion people in Asia, in India, are cousins to the black people, or Africans, if you will, in Africa. So when I say Hamites, I'm talking about Africans and Asians. That entire continent and subcontinent of Asia are all Hamites. They're all Hamites. And not just that, but when you talk about Asia, there's Far East Asia, you're talking about China. 1 billion people in China. They're Hamites. They're Hamites. The people in the South Pacific or in the Pacific in Japan. They're Hamites. They're just as much, though Africans are darker in skin, hair texture a little bit different. One of the things that you'll know when you see that happens in Hamite countries, that most Hamites, if not 99.9% of all Hamites, are born with a black top. That is, with black hair. It's very rare that a Hamite would be born with any other color hair other than black. Occasionally, some are born with red hair, and even rarer than that, some are born with blonde hair, which is really rare. But if you look at everybody in India, they all got black hair. All of them. Ain't there been a brunette, blonde, brunette. All of them everybody in India. If you look at what God did with Hamites, listen to me very carefully, because they're coming. The Hamites are coming. If you look at every Indian in Asia, they all got black hair, all of them. Now, Japheth and Shemite people, they got all color hair, blonde, red, all kinds of colors, and I'll explain to you why that is so as well. Go to Japan, right? Go to Japan. Everybody in Japan got black hair. Oh, by the way, did I tell you my lips, my face is a puffy, that whatever happens, it jumps on me every 9 months or so, causes my face to blow up like the elephant man jumped on me the other night, and made my face blow up. So, but I decided I wasn't going to take off a sick day. I'm going to come and let you look at me with my blowed up face. It'll swell. The swelling will go down. I'm not sick or anything. The swelling will go down. So don't even pay attention. Don't let it bother you if you see my face all swollen up. It's going to go back down. Check this out. Everybody in China got black hair. Do you ever think about that? They call it the black top. Everybody in Asia got black hair. India, China, Hong Kong, Japan, the Philippines, Vietnam, they're all Hamites. And they're coming. Sister Millie, I don't know if you're listening. The Hamites are coming. The Hamites are coming to Europe. The Hamites are coming to America. Eddie Murphy. The Hamites are coming to America. And in Mexico, everybody in Mexico got black hair. That's right, because Mexicans are Hamites. Guatemala, Nicaragua, El Salvador, South America, Brazil. They all got black hair. They're all Hamites. Good Lord, have mercy, Pastor Manning. My God, you're right about that. All these people got black hair. Don't that tell you something about the God? And why I'm trying to teach black people about their Hamites? Look at who you are. It's a very interesting, and they're coming. The thing that's happening now, especially what's happening with the politics, I don't know if y'all paid attention to what happened to Macron called an early election, and yesterday, his party really lost its, Mary Le Pen's party also, they lost, I think she's out of business now. She was at one point a threat in the far right. But I think that the far left, rather, I think, and what happened in England the other day with the Labour Party taking over the Conservatives and the Reform Party, which is Nigel Farage's a part of that, gained 4 seats. So there's a lot of happening, and mainly because of the Hamites that are coming, immigrants. What you don't hear and what you will not hear from the politicians that talk about the border issue, whether it's the MAGA people, whether it's Trump, or whether it's Biden or Obama, anybody, what they will not tell you is that they will not put it in the category with the border crisis in America right now is that the Hamites are coming, and they're coming by the millions to America. Hamites. Mexicans are Hamites. They got black hair. They're Hamites. Guatemala. Nicaragua, El Salvador. And by the way, a lot of people are coming in from Afghanistan. That's right. And maybe some of them could be terrorists. I don't know. I ain't getting into that. But people are coming from Haiti. People can find a way to get from Haiti to Mexico, then join the group of people marching to the Mexican border, Mexican-American border, and crossing over into America from Haiti. It ain't just Mexicans. In fact, of the 1 million people or 2 million people that came last year that got turned around at the Mexican border, only 20% of them were actual Mexicans themselves. The other 80% were from all of the Hamite nations. The Hamites are coming. Now, there's nobody from Switzerland, Norway, or from England, or Sweden, or Germany coming through the border. They're Japheth people. Look at this from a tribulation spiritual point of view. The Hamites are coming to the Japheth nations. And whether it's in Germany, France, well, they're not going to Russia, and I can understand why. But to the established, if you will, democrat nations like Germany, France, England, and America, the Hamites are coming. When you hear them politicians talk about, we got to fix the border issue, but it cannot be fixed. The people with the black hair are coming. The people with the black hair are coming to the land of the people with the blonde hair. They're coming, I tell you. So why is that, Pastor? It's because it's a tribulation that we're in. And they're coming. The Japheth people, the Shemite people, Jewish people are born with blonde hair. Yeah, they are. Many of the Muslims who are also Hamites are born with black hair. So if you look at the world population, most of the world is Hamite. Now you're talking about, now you're smartening up. That's true. when you put in that category. Let me tell you something. You ain't going to have no college professor at Yale or Harvard or Stanford or Columbia. They ain't going to tell you this. Because they don't want you to know your strength. They don't want you to know how powerful you are. They want to keep people like Al Sharpton, Barack Obama, a bunch of other freaks like the governor of Maryland, the mayor of the city of Los Angeles, some of the people on television with like Joy Reid with her blonde hair. These are pinch-nosed Negroes. They'll give them billions of dollars. They'll give people like Jay-Z, who couldn't sing his way out of a paper bag. They'll give them billions of dollars to misdirect you. They don't want you to know. Oh, my God, if the Hamites organized, nobody else could breathe. Now, here's what the MAGA people know. Here's what MAGA knows. MAGA knows this. That is to say, the Donald Trump people, they don't care nothing about Donald Trump either. They don't care nothing about Donald Trump. The MAGA people knows that the Hamites are coming. If we don't do something about it, we got to change the Constitution in America, got to take away their rights in the Constitution, freedom of speech, freedom of this, and freedom. Give the president dictatorial authority, because there ain't no way if you let the Hamites keep coming to America with the Constitution as it is, white people will be living in a shoe somewhere under a rock. And that's what they won't tell you. That's why they don't want you talking to me. That's why they won't let me get an exposure. They don't want you knowing the truth. So they hire these pinch-nosed, lying, sellout, homosexual Negroes to lie to you, obfuscate you, shake their butt in front of you like that witch Beyonce. Demoralize our children. Make our men homosexuals. That's right. Heard of a homosexual man? That's right, a Hamite, he's a black man, homosexual man, took a black woman's man from her. Good Lord have mercy. I said, whoa, hold the phone. Yeah, that this homosexual man, he's a black man, he's a homo, I think he's one of these newscasters or some television commentators, took a black woman's husband, and the black man and the black woman's husband got married and left the black woman empty. Ain't that nothing? I bet it don't get no sicker than that. But they don't want you listening to me. And you're crazy enough to say, yeah, we don't want to listen to him. The Hamites are coming, I tell you. The Hamites are coming. That's what I heard about that. Here's a man married to a beautiful black woman, right? They got children, right? He gets hooked up with another black man who's a homo, and he leaves his wife for another man. And they get married in the church where Reverend Catfish said, love is love. Reverend Catfish performed the marriage, left that beautiful black woman out there weeping with them arm full of babies. It is sick, I tell you. Don't listen to Manning. He ain't for the black man. He's not for our first black president. And besides, if love is love, love is love. And if a man loves another man, well, I think you ought to be able to get married. What a bunch of idiots. But even all of that, the Hamites are coming. Now, the people that are coming from India, they're not homosexuals. The people that come from down to El Salvador, Nicaragua, Guatemala, Colombia, Venezuela, Mexico, they're not homosexuals. And they have not been if you will, marinated in homosexual ideology in their countries. My fathers and grandfathers had told them, don't you go down there, don't you do that. It's ugly. So they're coming. Now what MAGA realized, wait a minute, we got to stop abortion. We can't even let a woman take an abortion pill. We got to, what they're saying, is that we have got to sew up women, white women in particular, so much so if they think about having an abortion, we'll arrest them. If a doctor think about performing an abortion on a white woman, we will throw him in jail and take away his medical life. We got to have more white babies. We got to have white babies. We got to have some white children. We got to make every white woman get pregnant, deliver that baby, to bring that baby to term. Because the Hamites are coming. The Hamites are coming. The Hamites are coming. We got to get more white babies. Let's stop the abortion. You can't have no abortion pill. That's right. And they realize, I have to tell you, Mac, I don't want to disappoint you. Some of y'all, I know y'all pretty well. I won't disappoint you. But it's a futile effort. The Hamites are coming, bro. Ain't nothing you can make every white woman you want to. You can make thinking about having, you can make wearing a condom, a man with a condom in his pocket, you give him 15 years in jail. But the Hamites are coming. Ain't nothing you can do, brother. I'm telling you, they're coming. The Hamites are coming. But they're not coming for good. That's the other thing. They're not. They're coming to destroy. They are. But I can say this about Hamites, and if you look, America has, God bless America. If you look at India, the Buddhists over there in India, over there in Calcutta, and all them towns over here in Asia, say that the Buddhist religion is 10,000 years old. Okay. I don't know about that, but that's what they say. They know they actually do say that. America, right, is 245 years old. 245 years, all these buildings you see behind me was nothing but trees and forests and, I don't know, maybe some wild deer running around and rabbits running around where I'm sitting at right now, 245 years ago. And in 245 years, America's become the most powerful nation on the planet. You would think that New Delhi or Calcutta, or you would think Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, would be, or maybe Beijing, China would be the most powerful nation. But no, America. And God has blessed America. God bless America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the valleys, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. So I love America. Let's get that straight. Don't hear another Negro talking about hating America, came over here, slave, now you're talking hate. No, I don't hate America, brother. You never heard me say that. You never heard anything like that come out of my mouth. What I do say is this, that the Hamites are coming. And it's the day of the Hamites is here. And God has called me as a Hamite. That's why they hate my living guts. These pinch-nosed Negroes, all they do is suck up the white folk all day long and twice on Sunday and lie through their teeth. And they don't want you listening to somebody like me. They done everything in their power so you don't listen to the truth that I tell, because I tell you the truth, and you know it. And I don't know that I do it as truth. But the Hamites are coming, and Jesus is coming to the Hamites. That's my next series. Jesus is coming to the Hamites. He's called a place, he's called it ATLAH, the land where the people shall walk barefoot, because the land is holy ground. Next time you see a news article about television about the Mexicans rushing the border down, they're all Hamites. They all got black hair, all of them. All of them. They're all Hamites. All of them. They're coming, I tell you. And Jesus is coming to the Hamites. I'm James Ebbett Manning, everybody. I'm the Lord's servant. And don't you ever forget it.